How are we doing, everyone? Welcome back. So let's talk about this thing that will make you miserable in the future. If you do want to know what it is, make sure to watch to the end. Otherwise, you're going to be misled with different bits of, information. It's like a puzzle. It has to be put together. If you don't complete the puzzle, you're going to be a bit like, this doesn't lead anywhere. You might take it a different way. Make sure you watch to the very, very end. It's worth your time. It's worth your energy. And if you do watch to the end, make sure you like and subscribe and comment. I respond to every single comment, so do that. And let's get into the video. So just one thing that I'm talking about is happiness. Now, I'm not saying don't chase happiness because it's bad for you. Happiness is the best thing that you can do. I'm on about the different side of happiness, which is chasing. I want a big house. I want a big nice car. Live in fucking the Bahamas. Eating caviar for the rest of my life. I'm not about this type of happiness. Now, this is a dangerous happiness. Depends on what type of person you are. But I'm going to explain more now. Happiness moves like a moving target. The more you chase it, the further it feels. I would say happiness comes naturally as well. It depends on what you're doing in your life. Now, if you're going, doing loads of activities, having a busy day that's nice and fun, and you're getting out there, getting some sunlight, having a nice time with your friends or family, that's good happiness. Keep on doing that. That will come naturally. That's not something that you force. You don't need to be thinking about that. If that's what you want, change a few things in your life, but don't focus on that. It'll come naturally when the time is right. Now, obviously, you got to do the right things to get in that right situation. So make sure you do them things. And your thoughts of, I'm going to be happy because I've got a nice house and I don't have to focus about anything because I've got a nice house. That's not happy. That's just losing more stress. You're just losing stress. You don't have to pay, all the bills because you got money for a house. You've just lost stress. You've not gained happiness. You've lost something that's making you angry, making you, so obviously you're going to be a bit more improved, but that's not happiness. Now, just like everything chasing this, it releases dopamine. Now, dopamine, it's never like the first hit. So you're chasing something, expecting it to be better than the first time. It's not going to be better than the first time. Just to clarify as well, being happy is fine. There's a different side of happiness. If you're chasing if you're chasing the material side of life and you're getting happy off that, it's probably not a good step to go by because you got to be humble nowadays. Everyone's different, and you might get happiness off that. If that makes you happy, do that. And doing that as well could make you more miserable. Now, let's say if you've bought the most expensive car on the planet, the most expensive house, everything, most expensive everything. Where do you go next? You've already bought all the best things, and then that feeling then, which is so high, then just kind of just comes down. So this is what I mean by it makes you more miserable. Now, being happy is good, but when you're chasing it, isn't. So if you've got all these luxury items, yeah, you've got them, but you've got them. There's nothing else to buy. So I would work your way up. So say if you've just made loads of money, don't go spend it. Invest it, make more. Eventually buy things when you're making, a comfortable income. But don't get too addicted to these material items because it's just an object. Now, it will fuck you up a little bit if you buy everything that's the best and the next minute you've bought everything. What do you buy next? You don't. Then where are you getting your happiness from? You've already used it all. Just think about that. And the constant need for more when there is no more, giving you dissatisfaction. Now, if you're going on Instagram, and you're seeing all these happy people with the happy lives and they're posting loads of happy things, reality is it's not happy, They something bad might have happened last week and they're just making it seem like they've got such a happy life and they're just painting a different picture to you. Now, why would they post something that's, shit to them? They're not. They're going to make something that is happy and they like. Now, if you look at these and go, oh, why am I not that happy? They're probably not that happy either. So just think who you want to watch, who you want to look up to. Social media ain't it as well if you want to look for happiness. But because that will make you miserable. Now, people, when they think of happiness, they think of loads of money, nice surroundings. This ain't just happiness, There's loads more things that go into happiness. Maybe it's the people you surround yourself with that's free. You've just got to choose them. Now, these material items like money, what's money? It's just an item. It's just an object. So why would you, make yourself happy over a bit of paper? Like, yeah, you can buy anything you want, but if you can buy everything you want and you've got no people that are surrounding you that are nice, and you're just alone, you're not really going to be happy. You might be happy for a short period of time, but then you'll eventually get miserable. Now, going back to the main point of the video, it'll make you more miserable. Now, if you go small steps and take these small wins as like, yay, I'm doing good, other than doing a fucking massive win and then thinking, yeah, this is really, really good. I'm going to do another one. And then next time it's like, you get a little win. You need to do small steps. Now, these small steps eventually get better and better and better. This is how to make yourself even happier by doing these small things. Now, yeah, you can go and, let's say for YouTube, go and gain 100,000 subs next week and be really, really happy. And then next week, you might gain 50. And then it's like, oh, then you just chase the happiness and then you get more. And then by the time you know it, you've got 10 million subscribers and you're like, where do I go now? So chasing happiness makes you a bit sad and it will just drown out eventually. Now, the only way to not drown it out is by doing these little steps and just taking them as like a massive win and thinking, yeah, this is good, because your happiness will last longer. Now, trying to control every aspect of life to ensure happiness, it often leads to frustration because it's not going the way you want it. Now, the way you can do this is just don't plan shit. Don't plan how you want your life to be, because your life's going to be completely different to that. Now, I always say this, if you think something's going to happen, it probably won't happen. If you've got this plan of your life, something will come up along the way that will fuck you up or make you even better. Now, it's just luck, really. And the situations that you put yourself in, you're obviously going to be in different situations and you can't plan your life. Now, you can, but it won't go how you want it. And then you're just setting like a level of expectation for what you want your life to be. And this is going to make you angry because it's not going to turn out like that. So why would you do it? It's pointless. Now, you can set a monthly, like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But don't try and plan your life. I'll just focus on adapting. Adapt to life. And life will give you the most out of it. Literally. If you adapt to it, if you don't adapt to it, then you're just, expecting something different to happen. If you just constantly adapt to life, you're going to be better, you're going to be changing, and you're going to be happier for longer. Now, if you moan about one little thing in life, it's not going to change because you can't change it. So if you just accept that, then you'll be happy. If you don't, then you'll just be like, fuck, I'm frustrated, I'm angry. What do I do? Because what do? You can't do anything. Apparently, studies do show that are chasing the meaning and not happiness, and people end up happier. Now, don't know where I found this, but I found it. And then I checked on ChatGPT and they told me the same thing. So apparently studies do show that. Apparently they have made a fucking study about that. Didn't know. Scientists, what are you doing with your job? Is that all you can fucking prove? Bloody hell. Our meaning comes from growth, obviously. Also contribution and the purpose. Not just this feeling of I'm happy, I'm really happy, I'm really happy. Now, what to do? Focus on building meaningful relationships now. Just with anyone. Maybe it's with a fucking business. I don't know. Whatever you want to build a relationship with, make it meaningful. Build it. And also learning. Make sure you're learning. This will always make you happier because you're constantly improving. When you learn, you improve. Happiness. And this will just come naturally. You don't even have to, when you get better at something, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I've just put in the work and I got this out of it. Yes, that's so good. So that will make you happy. And also creating impact now. You don't have to chase this feeling. If you do them 3 things, I'm not going to sell you like, oh, go buy my course, £190 per week to get these 3 amazing things that will change your life ever. It's not. I'm just saying, like, these 3 things will help. Now, if you don't want to take my advice or take that shit, then just click off the video and just dislike because I'm just a cunt. But yeah, that is the video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you like and subscribe. Now subscribe because I need it. If you don't, you're a twat. Just subscribe. Literally, I'm probably never going to pop up in your recommended page again. Even when you do subscribe. That's how shit YouTube is. So just subscribe because it helps me out. It doesn't help you out, but share kindness, share happiness. It makes me happy. Now, if you want me to be sad for the rest of my life, you probably want that. If you want me to be happy for the rest of my life, click subscribe. I forgot to say that as well. Gaining subscribers makes me fucking happy. But yeah, see you in the next one. Peace.